They say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. This doesn't feel totally right yet. Not the newest material, but, you know, we'll make do. We have what we have.
On the way to Foxwoods to try to get a proper poker vlog out of this. I'll be sitting at the 2.5 PLO, which even during the weekdays, and this is a Wednesday, Tuesday, this is a Tuesday. Regardless, generally speaking, we'll be sitting in the 2.5 PLO 2 nights, probably 3 days, unless we downswing super hard, and I'm hating life. Part of me almost wants to lose so I can force myself to make something despite feeling bad about losing. I don't even know if I'm gonna play right away. I might not even play till tonight.
I played. Mini sesh, waiting to be able to get into our room today. Beautiful splendor that is the Grand Pequot Hotel here at Foxwoods. I'll boil it down to 2 quick hands in this miniature session against the same guy who sat down to make our game 4-handed. Fairly loose passive, but he's been opening a little bit too. Guy opens the button to 15 on a pretty short stack. I'd say he had, 150 to 200 or so total. And I 3-bet the King, Queen, 10-10 double suited. Just a strong hand, short-handed, flops really well. I can also rep some lockdown ace-high boards. 3-bet that to 60. The big blind smooth calls. So the flop is ace, queen, 10, all clubs, which gives us bottom set with a pair and not much else. We decide to check. I don't think betting out here would be smart in that if they raise, we lose a lot of equity and kind of are forced to fold. And, that would kind of stink. So we decide to check. He bets 60 and we elect to call. The turn brings the King of Spades, one of the 2 worst cards to see. We check. He bets 125 and yeah, I let it go. Is that flawed logic? Perhaps. But we go into the next one. Next hand, where we're on the button with the dubious holding of Queen 5 of clubs with the 4 and 2 offsuit in red. Not the most advisable of opening hands, but sometimes you can mix it up, especially shorthanded. You can add a little spiciness to your range. So that's what we do. We open it up and to 20, and our guy, same gentleman, to our direct left in the small blind, 3-bet to 60, just kind of quickly throws 4 chips out there, 2 green, 2 red. Flop Queen 10-7, rainbow, Queen of Hearts, and a 7 of Spades. So we flop top pair with pretty much nothing else. No clubs either, so no backdoors. And he checks it over to us. A bet here is definitely fine and solid. You block top trips, so you're not really going to get check raised as often. Since it's rainbow, I probably should, since his floating and check calling range is a little smaller than it would be if there was two of one suit to the flop. So maybe I should be betting there more often, but definitely shouldn't be 100%. As it was, we checked, kept it small, hoping to hit 2 pair on the turn, and we do with the 4 of Spades, hitting 2 pair. And our guy bets out 60, matches his 3-bet raise, so pretty much half the pot, slightly under. I decide to announce pot. Think I have the best hand. The pot raise would bring it to about 300 or close to it, I think 290. And it puts him in a really tough spot with marginal holdings. So if he only has 1 draw, he is probably forced to fold, and even with a combo draw, some folks might even fold too. And I want to tax that. Pretty much commits us to an all-in. If he happens to go all in here, I'm definitely hating life, but I just felt I had the best hand, so I did what I had to do to raise. And he tank calls the 290, puts out most of his green chips, and the river is an innocuous 3 of hearts. So, still feeling pretty good about it. If he jams, I'm kind of forced to call because no flush draw hit. He checks, I check, and then he shows the rivered straight. He had 5, 6, 6, 7, all black double suited. So, picked up a pair and open-ender with an emergency flush draw on the turn. Don't hate his call, but if he doesn't have one of those spades or doesn't have the 5 to go with his 6s or something, then he probably lets it go. So, don't hate the play. Most of the money in when I had the best hand, and then he put no more money in when he could have made more once he improved. So don't hate it, but definitely some earlier timid play. Instead of losing a few hundred, I think I could have been closer to even. But hey, it's not about the past, it's about the future. Let's go play some poker. Our obligatory hotel walkthrough. Oh man, this is a nice atrium. Not sure what the room will be like with Snowmageddon happening. So remember how I said I almost wanted to have a bad session? This part of me almost wants to lose so I can force myself to make something despite feeling bad about losing. Well, my wish became my command. Oh shit.
I played poker.
Nice.
You got a chance playing poker against other people. In the other games, the house got the odds against you.
I'm gonna punish myself with some Regina pizza. Plus, it's like some of the best pizza in Boston. So, old man had a point though. At least you have a shot against people. What's happening, man?
How you doing?
How's it going?
Doing good.
The game was wild. I had to leave. That's crazy. I might see you there. So that was just one of the Manchester denizens who plays a lot of PLO over there. One of the better players there. I guess he got into the game at 3 in the morning. The same game I had got felted in at 2 in the morning. It was a 2-1 favorite and a couple of pretty big all-ins. Thin value on the bad side with one hand. I don't think I'm gonna post it. It takes so much time to post a hand with all the graphics and stuff, so I don't know. When you watch this, it was half edited and it was already like 6 or 7 minutes long, but I'm not getting rid of the other ones. Work done will not be wasted. In a really good game with a lot of good spots and people who are super aggressive and every pot's huge, maybe stay away from the thin side of value and look for more valuable spots, which I should have done in my final hand, I think. Even though, it was thin, could have won a couple thousand and had a good stack and been there all night, but sometimes that's not the way it goes, and instead of staying and reloading, when you're in a bad mood, maybe it's time to pack it up if it's not your day. Is that an iceable beverage? I would like a large iced version of that. Since I'm doing Neeme shoutouts, might as well do a Trooper shoutout. What? It's terrible. I'm not good at accents, but this is like loaded with caramel and chocolate, so I should be straight. On the way back, waxing all things existential on the first proper vlog I've endeavored to make. My shout-out vlog to the people who have inspired me. And that goes for everyone. An official shout-out to, of course, the
the triple OGs of Neeme and the Trooper, the first folks who you saw kind of do this style of content I didn't even know existed. And then all of the newer folks, I see all of you guys too, man. It's Matt Vaughn, Johnny Vibes, Jamin Burton, all the dudes like that. If a few people found what I did enjoyable to kind of keep it going, I'm gonna do it either way for my own edification, but if a few folks found it cool, that would be amazing. That would be super validating that this whole year coming thing of heading out to Europe for as long as possible, playing cards, would feel even more worth it. I feel validated already and excited at the trip. I just hope that I run well here. I hope my rum bad is exclusively Foxwoods based, and that we run super clean to start the journey, and that'll make for some much better content. So, thanks to all you guys who inspire me. My official thanks to you, and I'm excited. Let's get after it. Cue up the stock drone footage, because, you know, I don't own a drone. Of a personal vlogception. There's the setup. Ooh.